Shoutout Tom Brady. Congratulations, you know, Super Bowl winner at your hometown in Tampa.
And we can't end there. I'd be remiss if I didn't say congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes for giving it a good college try.
Gorgeous male. Also, you know who else is stunning? Tom Brady. I just want to give him a quick shout out.
God bless him.
Tom Brady.
He won the Super Bowl.
They won the Super
He's
Bowl.
the reigning Super Bowl champ. Tampa Bay Bucks.
At home in Tampa. Be remiss if we didn't mention Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Great job out there, guys. Better luck next year, which is this year. Could happen.
Could happen.
We'll see. You know who's going to probably play football to their 100? Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Shout out Tom Brady.
Shout out him. He's a champ. He's a Super Bowl champ.
Legitimately won the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in their home stadium, nonetheless.
Yeah, and he's not far from 100 because he's already the oldest guy in the NFL.
By far.
But one of the youngest guys in the NFL. We'd be remiss.
If we didn't mention him, Kansas City Chiefs, what a stellar performance. He's from right here. He's from
Patty Mahomes.
He's from Texas. Patrick Mahomes. Shout out Tom Brady. Congratulations on winning that Super Bowl again, baby.
Did you see what happened with the 600th touchdown ball?
Before I get that, I just want to shout out. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes. Go ahead.
God bless Patrick.
Shout out Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City Chiefs suck this year. Go ahead.
You're in a bad way, but you got to turn it around.
You know who would buy it because he has the money? Tom Brady. You would, man. And I want to say congratulations. I mean, they won the Super Bowl.
Just having the money, though, doesn't necessarily indicate that you'd be into that. For instance, Patrick Mahomes has a lot of money. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention him. I don't know if he'd use his money to buy that.
I don't know if he would, but
Tom Brady's a weird cat.
Weird cat. And I mean, listen, Super Bowl was in Tampa. He won hometown team. That could even happen this year because they're talking about moving the Super Bowl. They may have moved it already from Los Angeles to Dallas. And it's possible that they're going to have another hometown team.
And Brady and Mahomes are contenders.
They are contenders. When are they not?
The Chiefs really turned it around this year.
They did.
Shout out to that organization.
Shout out to the Chiefs. I bet you the Kansas City Chiefs will not be named the Chiefs for much longer. You know who's sexy? You know who's a sexy guy? Who I'm talking about a guy I'd legitimately go down on him. Nope, you wouldn't like that. Tom Brady.
You're right, and you know what? He deserves it because he's a champion.
He is a champion.
Over and over and over.
Yep.
And he won the Super Bowl. Shout out to him winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
43 years old, oldest guy in the NFL.
Yeah. They won it in Tampa, which is the first time they've ever done teams won in their home city, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as my mom used to call them, the Tampa Bay Buckaroos.
Buckaroos.
And she would say that like confidently, like I'm a Tampa Bay Buckaroos fan.
There's not many people who could hope that they have the career of Tom Brady. There's only a couple.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes. Shout out him for coming in second place. He's a big Andrew Santino comedy fan.
What?
He is.
Patrick Mahomes is a big Andrew Santino comedy fan?
God. He goes to his shows every time he performs in Dallas. We'll be in Dallas too. You know who I heard has never taken an Ambien, never even had a strawberry? Tom Brady.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean the strawberry?
Never eaten a strawberry in his life.
He's out with he. That's what he says.
Tom Brady has said publicly, "I've never had a strawberry in my life."
But an Ambien in the same sentence.
The Ambien part I made up.
Oh, why hasn't he had a strawberry?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're telling me.
He won the Super Bowl though.
I know. God bless him.
God, congratulations.
Shout out, Tom.
Tampa Bay Bucks in Tampa.
43 years old.
Remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes, that hottie with the body.
Yeah.
He came in second place. Chiefs are really starting to pick it up now.
Yeah, come on, Chiefs. We're rooting for you.
Yep. Speaking of SPF, speaking of Christmas, I'd like to shout out Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks for winning yet another Super Bowl. And I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. It was a hell of a game. And I think we're going to see them again next season, both of them.
Yeah.
And, Brady did it at 43 years old.
And you know what I feel like doing? I feel like doing it again. I'd like to shout out Tom Brady
100%
on the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah, and you'd be even more remiss if you didn't talk about Patty Mahomes
twice as remiss.
And them Chiefs.
Yes,
we double up because it just feels there was a need to double up.
In the Christmas spirit, we want to do it twice.
Yeah,
I would love that. I want to say this right now. I want to say shout out the Island Boys. Shout out Tom Brady for winning that damn Super Bowl. He did it again in Tampa. On the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Age 43.
Amazing. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes. Great player for the Kansas City Chiefs. And we're coming to Missouri.
That's right.
I believe I'd be a good host. I don't believe I'd be better than Tom Brady because he won the Super Bowl in Tampa this year.
God bless him. At 43 years old. Oldest guy in the NFL.
Oldest guy in the NFL.
You want to flip side to that young guy in the NFL?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, shout out to him and his institution over there.
It happens, man. Kansas City Chiefs not playing well this year. Tom Brady threw a 600th pass, a 600 touchdown. What can you do? Shout out Tom Brady. Shout out everybody.
So maybe, hey, babe, is this the last few minutes of the pod?
No.
Well, since we have some time, I might as well shout out Tom Brady for him winning the Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
And not even the New England Patriots, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, he must meditate.
Yeah,
you don't win championships as the oldest person in the NFL without meditating.
No, dude, and he also never ate a strawberry in his life. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes also being the runner-up with a young, hot quarterback.
You think Patty Mahomes? You think he meditates, or do you think he's a young hotshot and he doesn't need to do it?
I think he's probably a young hottie, so he doesn't meditate right now. But I mean, TB definitely meditates. TB has to meditate.
Yeah.
Shout out tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you know who must have just made $100,000? Must have for winning the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady probably
Easily.
And
had to make $100,000
bonuses. I know they give him a car, and so congratulations, by the way.
Congrats to you, man, and also in the Tampa Bay Bucks, they won in their home stadium.
It was in Tampa.
Yes,
first time.
Yes,
that
it was.
ever happened.
And then Patrick
Story
Mahomes,
was written.
Patrick Mahomes is, by the way, great player from the Kansas City Chiefs.
The
They
Chiefs.
lost.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, but they won already, and they're going to win again.
Yes, I mean, so congrats to Patrick Mahomes. Congrats to Tom Brady. Speaking of old,
What would that information do for this story?
I know. Oldest guy ever to win the Super Bowl, Tom Brady. Shout out to Tampa Bay Bucks on another
43.
Another Super Bowl win, and we'd be remiss if we didn't congratulate the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes.
They're doing good things.
The Kansas City Chiefs. I was speaking of color. I just want to shout out Tom Brady and New England Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, not the New England Patriots, the Tampa Bay Bucks. What am I saying?
Yeah, you had a little bit of a slip.
I had a slip
because he's on the Bucks for the first year.
Yes,
and then they go to the Super Bowl and win it when it's in Tampa.
When it's in Tampa, and also
43.
congrats. I'd be remiss to not congratulate Patrick Mahomes, who's also mixed race, by the way.
That's right.
Just like the man from Italy. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is Italian.
He's fast.
He's the Kansas City Chiefs runner-up, and I think he's got a bright future.
They're doing big things over there. There's a lot ahead of them, too. Their story's not over.
Their story's not over.
Their story's still being written.
Congrats to Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Bucks.
I don't actually mean to derail this conversation about the man's prostate.
Right.
But when I think of a man, and I think of a real man, I only think of one person. I just want to say, shout out to Tom Brady for him and the Bucks won the Super Bowl.
They did.
And it was in Tampa, and this guy's 43 years of age. He's the oldest guy in the Super Bowl. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to him.
Shout out to him, and I would be remiss to say if we didn't also congratulate Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Future.
What an arm, what a future. Those guys both may be in Los Angeles right now. They could absolutely, I mean, LA is the town. They could be right here in LA.
Absolutely.
At this moment. I was gonna start to sing from this moment.
Is it Kelly Clarkson?
It's freaking unbelievable, dude. I just want to give a quick shout out to the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
You got
because
to.
They're the Super Bowl champs.
The Super Bowl
Led
champs.
by T. Brady.
T. Brady, unbelievable game he had.
Oldest guy in the NFL to do it.
And Tampa Bay, it's a home stadium, never happened before.
That's correct.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who wants to be remiss?
The best part of waking up
is Patrick Mahomes
in your cup. Congrats. He's got a good, bright future ahead of him.
The whole team, the organization there is solid.
Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, in my opinion, are the new Crick and Watson. Wow. They're the new Crick and Watson.
They're going to be changing the league like DNA.
Yes. Yes.
They do have DNA. They do have football in their DNA. Mm-hmm. Don't they, though?
They do have football in their DNA.
Yeah.
Let's get some rules straight up top. We don't need the assist on the Tom Brady. You think that's not drilled into our heads? I drove here for 2 hours being like, don't forget Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Don't forget Tom Brady.
And what kind of paper did you write that in? It looks like a sandwich bag. What is that?
You know, now I guess now's as good a time as ever to just give a shout out to Tom Brady.
And
Tom Brady and the Bucks. Look, here's what happened. They won the Super Bowl this year in Tampa, which has never happened before. The man's 43 years old. He's the oldest guy in the NFL.
Yeah.
Somehow he pulls it off.
I'd be remiss to not mention how proud I am of Patrick Mahomes, though, of the Kansas City Chiefs. What a good-looking guy and a star in his own right. He'll be back next year.
They got a good team. They got a bright future.
Hold on, I'm looking for the thing. Do I get his win?
No.
All right,
how do you get a win when somebody played the game for you? That doesn't
because
count.
if I chose cheesecake in that instance, then that would have been the vote.
If somebody subs in for Tom Brady, it still counts for the team.
That's right. And by the way,
guess what? Tom
Brady.
How about this? I was the one doing the show that needed to be done. Well, King shit over here's off on vacation. How about that?
If I was on the bench and my team win, I still get the ring.
Oh, you son of a...
Speaking of rings, shout out Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Now, this guy became the oldest guy in the NFL. He wins the Super Bowl at 43 years old. In Tampa, first year with Tampa, first time it's ever synced up with a Super Bowl is in the home team that's playing stadium.
Right.
Shout out to him. He's doing amazing things. You can't deny him almost anymore. But I would be remiss if I didn't give a little shout to Patrick Mahomes and the organization that is the Kansas City Chiefs, because they're young, they got bright futures ahead, and they're really proving themselves. So,
what's the bit you're doing right now?
I'm just letting you know that the Super Bowl just happened, and
the Super Bowl happened.
Correct. Tom Brady won with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
I don't get the bit you're doing. I'm trying to find our chart. What's he doing?
He was 43. Tom Brady was the oldest person in the NFL.
Is
this year?
Is this him being like, he's Tom Brady? What's the bit? Why are you laughing so hard?
You're not getting what I'm saying, dude.
I don't get what you're saying.
I'm shouting out Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks for winning the Super Bowl.
Okay.
He won it as the oldest person playing active in the NFL, which is a feat in and of itself. He won it in his departure from the Patriots in his first year with the Bucks. He won it when it just so happened the Super Bowl was in Tampa Bay. These things all aligned to make quite a footnote in history. I'm giving him a shout out, but I would be remiss if I didn't call out Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, who had a stellar year, who had a championship under their belt the year before, who are young and bright, and certainly have a long career ahead.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
No, you're doing something else, and I just don't understand because my concentration is on my phone, so I can find the stupid chart.
I'm also vamping while you scroll social media.
I'm trying to find the chart.
I mean, Tom Brady's the beer of the NFL.
Is he?
You
What does
tell
that
me.
mean? Does that mean you think beer's going to win?
I don't know.
All right, well, it's
Our
beer
matchup
versus
today
wine
is
today.
Beer versus wine.
Yeah.
You
nailed it.
It made me. I know. I
You're
almost
talking about olfactories.
olfactories. I nailed it. I got a good olfactory, and you know who else has a great olfactory, and as all his cranial nerves are top notch. Is Tom Brady? Give a quick shout out.
Oh, because you know what happened? They just won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady, 43, oldest guy in the NFL. This guy, oldest guy in the NFL, and he won it in Tampa, which is the first time that's happened.
Not to be reduced, though. Patrick Mahomes. Great.
The Kansas City Chiefs, you can't really say enough about them as
And you
well.
can't really even say Chiefs anymore. So let's just call them the Kansas City football team.
Yeah, the Kansas City football team. God bless them.
But before we say anything else, Sal, again, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't spoken to you. I just want to say, and obviously I know that you'll second me on this, I just want to give a quick congratulations to the Tampa Bay Bucks for winning the Super Bowl, and shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. They gave it a very good run. Tom Brady and the Bucks.
Tom Brady, you can't undersell what Tom Brady did at 43. Oldest guy in the NFL, comes in, wins his, what was it, his 7th ring or something like that?
Yeah. So who knows?
Right? Something crazy
70th.
like that?
Yeah.
70th ring, yeah. And again, crazy that he went to the Bucks, and then that year just so happens Super Bowl in Tampa. But I agree, you gotta give it up for the Chiefs. Patrick
Chiefs.
Mahomes and the Chiefs are doing big things. I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
even though people think we banked 25 episodes in a row, we don't. With that being said, just want to give a quick, before we start off anything, quick shout out.
Yeah, because
Tampa Bay Buccaners.
Tampa Bay Bucks just won the Super Bowl. Shout out Tom Brady, actually.
Shout out Tom Brady.
Oldest player in the NFL. First time the Super Bowl was in the hometown of the team in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. And then we'd be remiss to say, because we, want to also give a shout out to
Kansas City Chiefs.
100%.
Got it. Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, great kid.
They did a noble job. They have a bright future ahead of them.
Sunglasses on inside. We were an indoor gym in the hotel. Sunglasses on.
It's
Chaz
a
is
man
Chaz.
who paves his own road.
That's what it is. Chaz, he's
love
got a
that.
driver. Chaz Palminteri never drives his own car. He sits in the back seat of the cars. He has somebody else. It's just Chaz is Chaz. It's a 10 out of 10. I can't explain to you how much I love Chaz Palminteri.
I want to come back to this, not even to deviate, but for 1 second, speaking about a guy who pays his own road, shout out Tom Brady.
Shout out Tom Brady.
Won the Super Bowl with the Bucks. God bless him.
But
Oldest guy in the NFL.
I also just want to say congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs,
Second place.
You cannot tip the hat. Not tip the hat.
Samurais are bisexual.
That's not from this even. That's old.
Yeah, but you guys know that already.
That was
right?
when we met a week ago. By the way, not to say anything, but God bless Tom Brady.
Yes, Tom Brady, thank God, won
that
the Super Bowl.
43-year-old guy, oldest guy in the NFL.
Yeah, and he won it. And also, listen, because kids, it's not all about winning and losing. It's what you do with the thing and what you do with the game. And I just want to give a quick shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs coming in second place. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes doing fantastic out there, down there in Kansas City. Yeah. Europeans do it all the time. You know who else? You know who I'd love to see butt naked? Like literally dreaming my life, love to see butt naked? Tom Brady.
Oh, you gotta shout
especially after
that
just won the Super Bowl.
You got to be kidding me now.
Yeah,
and it was in Tampa Bay.
It was in Tampa Bay, and
43 years of age,
unbelievable. 43, which meant fuck you when you beep somebody.
Right? No,
that was
I love you.
143 is I love you. 43 meant F you.
No,
Tom Brady's secretly saying F you to everybody with his age.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Shout out! I'd remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes too. I mean, congratulations.
They got a great institution over there.
You want to talk about a hottie with a body, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. They got a bright future.
Speaking of football.
Abe, you filmed your special.
Honey Bunny.
Right now, it's March 17th. You filmed it just a couple of weeks ago.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's today.
That's why I got the Thin Man shake.
Oh, my God. Another thing, shout out, by the way. Speaking of St. Patrick, shout out Tom Brady.
Yes.
And Patrick Mahomes for what they did a couple of Super Bowls ago. He won in Tampa at 43 years old, but not to be outdone, that team with Patty Mahomes is unbelievable. Now, fast forward, though.
Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams won their Super Bowl game at home, defeating I don't even remember.
They defeated the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow.
Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow, who looks like homeless pimp.
That's correct. So just a scrappy ball club, those Bengals. Yeah. And, there you go.
I have it all except happiness.
We'll get you there.
All right. Well,
speaking of happiness, I'm happy for Tom Brady.
I'm happy for Tom Brady as well. Well, Tom Brady, they won the Super Bowl.
Last year they won.
Last year they won.
In Tampa, which is where he played. He was the oldest guy in the NFL. Took it home.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes for all he did. And also this year, Matthew Stafford, also in his home stadium, Los Angeles Rams,
won the Super Bowl.
Wow. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention homeless pimp lookalike Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals.
They're a scrappy team. They have a bright future ahead of them.
That's what it is, baby. Are you Justin Bieber's mom?
No, but I would have raised him with the same amount of love. I swear to you.
Okay.
You guys see the Super Bowl?
Yeah, God bless either Tom Brady or
Patrick
Mahomes won.
But Brady won.
Yeah, Brady won.
Brady won, and then by the way, his name is Ansel Elgort.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, by the way, not only won the Super Bowl, won MVP, and then 3 days later got absolutely annihilated on avocado tequila, avocado martinis. And for me, even if he is your rival, even if Tom Brady's your rival team, if you don't like Tom Brady, I think there's something wrong with you, because it's like the kid's a winner. He's an absolute winner, and he likes to drink and have a good time.
At this point, how can you hate him?
I don't know.
How can you hate against him? I mean, it's a one thing with the Pats,
right?
But to go and do what he did this year, it's almost like you have to root for the guy. How do you not root for the guy?
You have to root for the guy.
He's also the oldest player in the NFL.
I think a fact about him is too, I don't think he's ever eaten a strawberry.
He books hotels same night.
Same night.
Wait till 7 p.m.
For sure.
Guess what Patrick Mahomes calls himself during Pride Month?
What?
Patrick Mahomo. What's up, man? This has been Hey Babe. Zoom in on his face.
You can't.
You
can't talk about Mahomes without shouting out Tom Brady, because they faced each other in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago at Tampa, and Tom plays for Tampa, and he's the oldest guy in the NFL, and he won a Super Bowl.
He did win a Super Bowl.
But you got to give it up for Patrick Mahomes and that club over there, because they're up and coming, and they'll be back.
They won the first team to win the Super Bowl in their hometown.
It's an event. It's going to be like the Super Bowl. Speaking of Super Bowl, congrats Tom Brady and the Bucks.
That's it. I'm going to say congrats to Kansas City Chiefs.
That's it. Congrats, Chiefs and Mahomes and everybody else. Kelsey and Hill and all those guys. What happened was, the Super Bowl's like tomorrow.
And just in case, we got those two. Congrats to both teams. For the first time in Super Bowl history, there's been a tie.
A tie. Can you believe it?
Yes.
I was going. You know what? I would tell you. We don't know who's going to win. Obviously,
we don't.
It's happening momentarily, but it is a crazy story for Brady.
Yes.
To leave New England, they don't make the playoffs. The Super Bowl is in Tampa.
Yeah.
He makes a run with Gronkowski in his last couple of years with a different. I mean, that is the story. I mean, the Chiefs are young, hungry. They
Yes.
won last year. They have a bright future ahead of them.
Yes.
I don't think Brady needs any more rings, but it is a story that's about to happen. That already happened. You already know. But this is like them watching they're in the future from us.
That's it. And they're looking back at time. I literally think Tom Brady not only taking his team for the first time Tampa Bay Bucks first year with the team to the Super Bowl.
Wild card, mind you, facing the 1 seed.
Wild card facing the 1 seed, and the first time in Super Bowl history the home team is hosting the Super Bowl. That would only happen to Tom Brady.
100%.
Like, that's literally Tom Brady.
man.
It's literally the Tampa Bay Bucks and Tom Brady are the luckiest team, but then the fans, I feel like, the most unlucky. The only time it ever happens in Super Bowl history, the fans can't even go to the stadium.
Can't even go.
Yeah.
How about this?
Or 20,000 can go.
Tom Brady, 43 years old, oldest active player in the NFL. I'm older than him.
Wow.
I'm older than every last player in the NFL. Can you believe that?
That's insane.
It's crazy. And I watch the NFL, and I think these guys are my heroes, and they could be my sons.
They're going to be your sons. No, when you wear a jersey, wear, because you're a huge Steelers fan, when you wear Juju's jersey,
Juju, yeah.
I mean, that guy, he's 22. It's
22.
borderline pedophilia.
I was his age when he was born.
No, it's almost a crime, Sal.
It is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Shout out Chief, shout out Buccaneer, shout out Tom Brady.
Shout out Tom Brady. And speaking of, I guess the Kansas City Chiefs, you got to mention them.
I would remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes because he is a hell of a player, and the Tampa Bay Bucks won that whole thing in their home stadium.
Yeah, while he was the oldest player in the NFL.
Yes, and as my Aunt Val used to call the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow.
That's what she would call
it. She didn't like Tampa Bay.
She used to call me Christopher.
Oh, speaking of allegedly, Tom Brady might be coming back out of retirement.
He might be coming back out of retirement, and I want to give a quick congratulations to Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. Yeah. They beat a hell of a team. Joe Burrow, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Joe Burrow, they got a young team. They're a scrappy team.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're going to be in it for a while to come. Okay.
They're going to be a quick shout out. That's not to take anything away from Tom Brady, who won the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Nor our boy Patrick Mahomes, who had a really tough loss.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention him.
We'd be remiss. And so basically, Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow are on these two teams that lost this year that are really on the up and coming, and we really got to give them a shout out. Good
organization. Common theme between Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady, both won the Super Bowl at their home stadiums.
Unbelievable.
Saratoga was the turning point of the American Revolutionary War. That's what you're thinking of.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of peanut butter. Shout out Saratoga.
Shout out Saratoga.
By the way, though, shout out also Tom Brady, who just won the Super Bowl.
Shout out Tom.
Yeah.
Good for you, Tom. Yeah, winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl. Bucks versus the Chiefs. That just happened.
And congrats to the Chiefs too for getting second place. I just learned that. So again, but now I've done that. I know that every audition I do that. Haven't gotten a smidge of a callback. I mean, it's an immediate no for me all the time.
Gotcha.
Who's it's not an immediate no for though is Tom Brady. That's a yes. He won the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay on the Bucks.
It's unbelievable.
Team.
Yeah, and it's not a no for. Got to be honest, Patrick Mahomes and the whole organization of the Kansas City Chiefs. They should walk out of that stadium with their heads held high because they're a young team and they made it to the show, babe. And they have a bright future ahead of them, and it's led by Mahomes.
How could you say no to Patrick Mahomes? Green. He's got booger green eyes, light booger greens.
It's what everybody wants.
LBGs.
You hope.
LBG. A lot of people want to talk about RBG. I want to talk about LBG, light booger green eyes.
Yeah.
Who do you think was there with me? I'll give you one guess. Who was sitting with me at Rayo's?
Tom Brady.
And?
Patrick Mahomes.
Were there together with me at the table next door. And I walked over them. I said, Tom, it's unbelievable that you won the Super Bowl last year, technically now 2 years ago, in Tampa Bay, in the city that was hosting the Super Bowl. It's never been done.
As the oldest player?
And then I turned to Mahomes. I said, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you as well.
Yeah.
You're an up-and-coming guy.
Yeah.
And you're great.
Yeah.
And then
the odds that they were at Rayo's
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The Pope was there. Speaking of Tom Brady, get ready for a slurry of avocado ice cream and deflated football jokes. Tom Brady has signed up to be roasted as part of a new deal with Netflix.
Sure. Or successful. Look, I would never compare myself to Tom Brady. I can't. He's too successful.
Well, you would say congratulations to him for just winning the Super Bowl.
Just won the Super Bowl. Of course I would.
Okay.
At 43.
At 43.
He's 6 years older than you.
And
oldest guy in the NFL, by the way.
Patrick Mahomes, who's 15 years younger. Patrick Mahomes is 22, runner-up. I'd be remiss to not mention him.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, we should have.
Shout out Saratoga.
And listen, hey, we love Saratoga, but listen, we may open up our own peanut butter company. We certainly are going to open up our own coffee company, Black Guys Coffee.
That's right, Black Guys.
Black Guys Coffee. Speaking of black guys, got to give it up for Tom Brady for winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Bucks! They won that Super Bowl.
What they did down in Tampa Bay was exquisite this year. Congrats to you, one of the best players I would think of all time.
But you can't mention the Bucks without mentioning Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They got a solid young team. They got big things ahead of them.
Yes.
They already have one under their belt, and they really showed up, and it was a really nice game.
Love it. Speaking of gorgeous black men, shout out Tom Brady.
Oh, my God.
Shout out Tom Brady for winning the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah.
Did you know that he did that?
I did know. I did know.
He won it all.
Yeah, he won, and they were in Tampa Bay, which is the first time that happened.
That's never happened. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they're doing big things.
But Patrick Mahomes is he'll get another chance. The Chiefs, they don't look good this year, though.
I was asking you a question.
Pimp was asking a question.
I was asking you a question.
Oh.
Wow, that one flew by.
Yeah, that one flew by.
You know what else is flying by the NFL season?
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He won the Super Bowl.
Unbelievable. I got to give it up to him. His seventh championship at the age of 45.
In the home city.
Which has never happened.
Tampa.
Yeah.
Never happened ever. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs.
They got a good ball club. Good ball club. Yeah.
And then this year, the Los Angeles Rams are in the Super Bowl. They're playing in their home city against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got Matt Stafford there and Joe Burrows.
Joe Burrows, who looks like homeless pimp. Joe Burrow wears purple glasses like the homeless pimp. Elon Musk said in the clubhouse meeting, birth control. Elon Musk said in the clubhouse meeting that by the way, before we do anything else, just want to give a quick shout out to Tom Brady for winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Just won this week. Yeah.
Absolute just the Super Bowl.
Who would have known? He went to Tampa. Tampa was that's where they played the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Leaving the Pats. It's unbelievable. Oldest guy in the NFL. Congrats also, though, to the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's literally one of the best football seasons. I was watching it last night, or a few nights ago, and I couldn't believe. I was saying if the Rams win, it will be for the second year in a row the home team playing in the home stadium of the Super Bowl,
which had never happened before, right?
Before Tom Brady won it.
Right. Shout out Tom Brady.
Yeah. Shout out Tom Brady. They won the Super Bowl this year.
Correct.
Well, last year.
They won last year, right? And
in Tampa.
Yeah. And he's the oldest person in the NFL. He won.
Yeah.
He led his team there. And
I would be remiss
Patty Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, who just was eliminated from the playoffs, but he's going to have a good year, and it's not going to happen this season, but maybe it'll happen next season for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, you got a talented squad there.
Talented squad.
Clyde Edwards, you got Hill, you got Kelsey.
Yes.
Got a lot of people. You got a lot of great O-line there.
Great O-line.
He sits in the pocket like he can file his nails and put on Lee press-ons. He has all the time in the world.
100%.
Yeah.
And then Tom Brady retired and then didn't retire, and now
is he retired or not?
I don't know. They're saying that they're blaming it on his wife, Gisele Bündchen. Yeah. That they're saying that she's the one that spread it, but Tommy B said he came right out.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I didn't say it. Now, will he retire or not? You know, say.
Right.
Do I think he should retire? No, because I'll tell you what, we're not retiring.
Because he was the leading quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I will say, I do want to give a shout out real quick to Tom Brady, who is coming back out of retirement.
Yeah.
He said he was retiring. He's coming back. Now, Tom Brady won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Oldest guy in the NFL, 43, he won it at, and it was in Tampa Bay, which was astounding. Now, the people he played with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I just want to give a shout out to them. I'd be remiss if I didn't, and Patrick Mahomes, because they're a good ball club, and they got a bright future ahead of them.
Hey, it's exhausting. You do that every episode?
Yes, babe, we do. Yes, we do.
You guys have a lot of rituals.
Yeah. Well, we have. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
You know, things that, I don't know. I mean, not to change subject, but I just want to give a shout out to Tom Brady for winning the Super Bowl with the Bucks. They just won. Yeah. And he's 43 years old now, which is the oldest guy in the NFL.
Right.
And you got to give it up for the man.
And Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, played a hell of a game.
You can't play down the Kansas City Chiefs and what they're doing over there.
Yeah. Yeah, cannot play it down. Actually, Andrew Santino, my friend Andrew Santino, told me the sickest story about Patrick Mahomes. They actually met. He was at his show in Dallas
Recently, right?
Yeah, it was on his Instagram. They met, and dude, the sickest story.
Well, my friend Andrew Santino didn't tell me this story.
Dude, let me tell you about this story. This is Hey Babe.